Yes, Robert and Dave, y'all. Southern Fried, talking wide, live shows, we keep it tight. SFP, bring the heat, every day and every night. We talk Southern things, boots and rings, front porch rocking while the rooster sing. From the morning prayer to the evening chat, if you ain't tuned in, where you at? We keep it real, we keep it right. Southern folks talking all day and night. Wake up early with that morning funny, coffee in hand, sky's kinda sunny. Dave in the AM, talking about the day, mag a minute, devotion, hey, we don't play. Mondays, mama says she's speaking wise. Hump day news, y'all better recognize. Fridays, prayer live, hands to the sky. Sunday morning, in the word testify. We talk Southern things, boots and rings, front porch rocking while the rooster sing. From the morning prayer to the evening chat, if you ain't tuned in, where you at? We keep it real, we keep it right. Southern folks talking all day and night. Tuesday night, it's night talk deep. Dave's got stories that'll cut you deep. Front porch talking past the tea. Gossip about town and who's who see. Veteran of the week, salute and stand. Pets of the week, yeah, we love that clan. Recorded talks from crime to ghosts. We cover it all, yeah, we do the most. So hit that link, don't miss a beat. SFP's where the South folks meet. Laughter, prayer, or tales so bold. Southern humor with a heart of gold. We talk Southern things, boots and rings, front porch rocking while the rooster sing. From the morning prayer to the evening chat, if you ain't tuned in, where you at? We keep it real, we keep it right. Southern folks talking all day and night. So subscribe, tune in, grab a chair. Robert and Dave, y'all know we're there. From Southern fried tales to prayerful days, we bring that Southern fire in every way.
Good morning out there, Southern Fried Podcast fans. All of our breadheads out there in Cornbread Nation. Good Friday morning to you. I'm Rob. That's Dave over there. And we are here to start your day off right. Dave, how are you this morning?
I'm wonderful.
I'm glad. I'm starting slow this morning. But I do feel a little bit better than I did yesterday. So, well, it's a beautiful day down here in the deep South. And we got lots of stuff going on this morning. Glancing at the news so far this morning, it looks like there's a whole bunch of stuff out there that we want to probably get to and discuss. So, here we go. What is this thing here doing? All right. Let's see here. Let's start us on some weather. Maybe. I think we're supposed to be pretty dry down here for the next little bit. Let's find out. All right. Looks like we're all sunny and a little bit of clouds today. High 93, low of 70. Saturday is, that's not, okay. Saturday's 91 and 70 as well. Increasing clouds, 25% chance of rain. Sunday, going to 92 and 67. Says there might be a chance of a thunderstorm around in the afternoon, about a 40% chance. We're getting back around to that time of year where they just like to throw that chance out there every day. Up in the northwest Georgia area and Chattanooga, Tennessee, all parts around up in that little area. We're looking at we're close to the same, 87 and 68 today. And it looks like tonight showers and maybe a little bit heavier of a thunderstorm. Got about a 40% chance. Saturday, cloudy, humid, 88, 63, 55% chance. And Sunday, you're looking at 81 and 64, humid, a thunderstorm around early, 50% chance. Well, it may not be as hot up there. Y'all do rack up the humidity. I mean, I lived up there. I remember it too. It is a very humid area.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. Going over some news this morning. My favorite politician of all, AOC, had what they call the bodega brothel. It's a brothel that they had set up right beside two different schools, if I understand it correctly. Yeah. It's like in the red light district. That's in her own district, AOC's. They got on to shut it down. It was shut down by the New York Police Department after months of advocacy by local leaders who say the progressive lawmaker did nothing to help them. So here you've got students going right by a brothel trying to get to school, and she's just ignoring it. That sounds very much like a modern day. Got a problem? Oh, it'll go away on its own. Oh, yeah. The heck with my constituents. And people who live there don't matter. They've already voted for me. They don't matter anymore. I'm an incumbent now. I don't have to do anything. Crazy.
Even if they were running, they probably wouldn't care.
No.
Some areas are so heavily that one party, they feel like they can do whatever.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't matter because the people are still going to vote for them because they're not going to vote for a Republican or any other party.
Wow. It says AOC did not play a role at all. At all. And Montserrat, who is that? A former Democrat state senator and council member. That he organized 4 separate rallies to close down the brothel. He was chased out of a local square in October because he opposed protesters advocating for prostitution to be allowed in the neighborhood. So there were actually people up there advocating to keep this brothel open that close to schools. Wow. And it's just last month they had a clampdown in that area. New York City Mayor Eric Adams cracked down with more than 200 police and state troopers descending on the area. So the result was a 37% year-to-date drop in crime in the Roosevelt Avenue zone with more than 1,800 arrests and 15,000 summons. And that's in AOC's district. That's how good a job she's doing taking care of that. And this is the person that the Democrats want to get behind to run for president. Come on. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it used to be the slogan was a chicken in every pot, you know. Was that back in Teddy Roosevelt's day? Put a chicken in every pot. Now they want to put I'm gonna let that go right there. The campaign slogan. Y'all can insert your own there. Good morning, everybody. Jenneth and Jerry. We're glad y'all in here this morning. Sorry, we're I'm not doing real smooth this morning, but I am here. I laid down yesterday. I've been sick. I laid down yesterday and then just wake up hackety croup. I've been doing my share of that. And it has been nonstop. So, but I am moving a little bit this morning. And what about Comey, James Comey? Did you see his little video thing yesterday?
I covered it last night on the MAGA report. Lunacy. It's lunacy.
I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know what that meant. Yeah, okay. Like he's there.
Well, I mean, he's being investigated by Secret Service.
As he should be.
He's trying to act like he didn't do it. He just took a picture of it. He's a liar.
Yeah.
We know he put that together.
Yeah. Oh, that was a natural formation, dude.
Yeah, well, he's trying to think like someone else put it together, and he was just happy about it. He was proud of that.
Yeah.
He was proud of that. He wanted everybody to see it until he got in trouble.
Then he didn't want nobody to see it.
Appreciate Brother Jerry and Miss Jen reaching out and checking on my wife, and she was rehabbing. First full day rehab. Finally got her moved. Shook some trees. Did a squeaky wheel. Got it done. Hopefully it'll just be a few days. I know she's getting some of her spunk back. She's still weak. But she played me from the hospital bed yesterday. I said, okay, use it as a challenge. She still can't speak real well. I understood part of it. But she wrote down this steakhouse that we haven't been to in quite a while. I said, oh, you're wanting to go. I mean, she know I ain't going to say no, her laying in a bed like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Played me.
Yeah.
I said, well, I'm glad to see you're getting some of your fire back. I said, you keep getting stronger, get out of here, and we'll make it happen.
Hey, just be glad that's all she hit you up for. Well, she put down, Rob's going to be at Panama City next weekend. We should go down there. And you haven't said yes because she's in the bed.
She wouldn't have said that for now. I don't think she's wanting to ride in the car too long. She's not up to that. She's still so fragile, so weak. She's getting stronger though, a little bit at a time.
There we go. Oh, I was trying to see.
Being over there reminded me of something on the bathroom. They have those emergency cords at the hospital rooms and these rooms in case you're in trouble. I remember I was in the hospital once I was a teenager. I didn't know what that thing did.
Mm.
I was on the toilet. I could have been more than 11, 12 years old.
Yeah.
I pulled that thing. And they come running. I mean, like a whole team of them. Doctors, nurses, all kind of staff, hollering, beating on the door because I had it locked. Are you okay? Are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Well, you pulled the emergency button. I said, oh, that's what that does? They probably thought, kid.
Oh, now I want to pull it the next time I go. Dude, you shouldn't do stuff like that. Let me rub everybody's door. Are you okay? Oh, it's stuck. Help me. Help me. Oh, Lord. Now I don't want to do it. Oh, you can't. Oh. Oh,
Some tools you just can't give a kid, like
it's too much.
the button to call them in there and all that. They'll wear them out.
Oh my gosh.
Kids are bored. They're like ready to get going. You give them bells and whistles to mess with. It's a toy.
Yeah. You see, you can't give kids that kind of power. Okay? That is absolute power for kids. And I bet you that up at the nursing station when there's a bunch of kids in there, I would just about bet you they end up having to turn them things off. Little sucker, you better leave me alone. I'll turn it off. I'll turn it off. One more time, and I'm gonna. There you go. Peace and quiet now. And hear him in there. Help me. Oh, sorry, couldn't hear you screaming over the beeping this thing was making. Oh, that'd be bad, dude. It'd be funny, but it'd be bad.
The kids get up feeling better. They rolling down the hall, terrorizing the other patient.
Oh, yeah. That's when it would get really fun. Kid getting going down the hall there, got his little wheelchair that he's in, or little walker, and maybe a boy or a girl, it don't matter because they both run out of steam. They get to where they're bored. Hey, mister, I can see your butt in the air. What are they doing? Oh, what?
Oh, yeah.
Look at the size of that thing. You ain't fixing to stick him with that, are you? Just. Well, that's a cool way to get a bath, mister. That'd kind of embarrass me if they had me sprawled out there like that, giving me a bath.
But it was good to get her moved. Hopefully, she'll be on the way to recovery.
Amen.
Don't forget, folks, shows are brought to you by our affiliates, W Energy Drinks. No shakes, no crash, no sugars added. I use some of it every day. They make all kind of great deals. Use our QR code, you get a really good discount. Southern Fried is the promo code. Mammoth Nation, we're both monthly supporters. Great vendors, great company. I love their commentary on American politics. Podbean is an audio site. You can become a podcaster. Podbean, we have a QR code for that. And of course, Patriot Mobile. Make the switch today using promo code Cornbread. I forgot to call them fellers back today. We're setting up some stuff. Yeah, we've got to set up our financials. They only use banks. Bank.
Oh.
So going to be getting that taken care of today. So looking forward to that. Celtic Blacksmith, good morning. I'm sorry that I saw it last night right as I went off. I didn't see you come in the studio stream. Spartan, good morning. Yes, I do love that. I never drank energy drinks, I promise you, until W. Never. I never liked them. I have since found one other type that I like. We don't have an agreement with, but that's it. I only like two types. W is my main one, but I do have a backup. But I do like them. Guy was telling me last night, oh, he fell asleep. Celtic says he fell asleep last night. Well, you're a hardworking man.
Oh.
I didn't even know if we were coming through. I did the whole new the stream back through the Rumble studio. I had no idea if that was working. I didn't pull up the regular stream. Inside the where you set it up, it doesn't show the stream. So I was like, I don't even know if I'm there. Just released that yesterday. But it's good to see you, bro. I liked your little video. We forwarded that out. And your shop thing worked the other day, too. I'm tied in on shop because I do shopping through shop. And it showed me your new little creation that you joined in with. Good morning, Sassy Jen, on that side. But I do appreciate all of you so much. And thanks for all your kind words for my wife. I have relayed all those. She has received hundreds of well wishes, prayers, support. They called me yesterday. It's the world we live in. The rehab place said, "Did you file a police report?"
What?
I said, "No." "Are you planning to?" "No." I said it was not the restaurant's fault. We're not exactly sure how she felt, but we know that was not their fault. They said, "Well, it's a question that we're required to ask."
Wow.
And I know why, because they would go after them for part of the cost.
That's silly.
I told the manager that night. I told you this. I looked him in the face. I gave him my word. You will not hear about this. It is not your fault. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I've had this happen before, where something happened and they tried their best to talk me. I remember one time Kaylee fell and got hurt in one of her many falls. Same thing. They tried their best to get me to sue them.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to do it. If it was needed, if there was a reason, I would do it. Not say anything against anybody, because sometimes you have to do that. But I will not just put somebody down and sue them or try to get money out of them just because. I'm not doing it.
No, that's not the way you do people.
I'm not looking for a paycheck. I'm looking for a healthy wife.
Absolutely. No. Hey, I'm going to have to get up and adjust my air conditioning. I'm roasting this morning. Give me just a second.
Spartan says loves Red Bull. A lot of people do. I know some people that love that. In Poland, they have it with a cap so that you can seal it again. Interesting. Never seen that in the USA. Interesting.
Interesting? Oh. So, the illegal immigrant teen going 90 miles an hour and hit a car and killed a lady, 24-year-old woman. A 15-year-old teen from Colombia in the country illegally. And not being publicly named because of state laws that shield identity of underage criminal suspects, was sentenced to 2 years probation and 100 hours of community service after he killed a woman with a car running 90 miles an hour. The Arapahoe County District Attorney offered the teen a plea deal if he admitted his guilt in the deadly crash. Wow. He was racing his Jeep with other kids at speeds of 90 miles an hour in a residential neighborhood in the Denver suburb of Aurora, where he T-boned Weaver's vehicle at an intersection. It was an instantaneous death. So he was racing. He gets a slap on the wrist. There's no way that fits that. Fits the crime. There's no way. If it had been around here, somebody's 24-year-old daughter, they got killed from somebody running 90 from some thuggish, or I don't know, maybe it's not a thug, I don't know, but it seems like out there racing, generally that's what that attracts. Running around like that and going through and kill somebody, there will be some consequences. Spartan, I don't know how many Trump has deported so far in his term. I don't know. But it's a bunch. Oh. So.
Don't forget tonight, folks, 6 p.m. sports with James. I think Dean's going to join in. Happy birthday to him late on the air. His birthday was yesterday or day before. Can't remember. Getting better from surgery. Good friend of mine had knee surgery Wednesday. Doing better. Glad for Clint. Jerry's home from the hospital. Well, Jerry's got a heck of a story. I was talking to him yesterday. Heck of a story. Tough guy. Already knew his preaching abilities from the name of the Lord. I did not know he had suffered some major got shocked really bad once on a job site. Amazing story. We'll have to get him up sometime to tell that story. But he, because of getting, I won't say that's wrong, Jerry, if you're still in here, but picked up something from the dirt, but working in the dirt, attacked him. And if it had got to his, it could have killed him. I'll just say that.
Oh,
but
wow.
Due to this affliction that they're treating him for, he had massive seizure. Massive. So he's sore. But there are a lot of things you can pick up. I mean, he's susceptible because of transplant, years ago, a few years ago. He takes a lot of medication every day. Reminds me of my grandpa. Remember all the medication our grandpa had to take when he was, when I was just a little boy. Just, you see the pills lined up. you know. It was for a little kid, that's amazing because you don't take nothing. You're just a kid. Maybe a little children's vitamin or something every day. I know there are some kids who have to, but I was fortunate. But to watch my grandpa get all the medication down, go through it, organize it, you know, and take all that. It's a routine, you know. It's like that's amazing to a kid, you know, to see that. And I think Jerry said he something like 36 pills a day or something like that.
Wow.
He has certain times a day he has to take them on, so he can't like get it out of the way. He's got to do it at certain times. Man, I'd forget. I'd have to have me a reminder.
Yeah, it's hard to remember sometimes.
I would absolutely. Yeah.
It's when you're taking a bunch of pills and you're taking different ones at different times and everything. It is easy to get, especially if you get out doing something and then you get busy. You're not thinking about going back in and having to take more pills. You know, you're just not.
Hey, Spartan, we don't always agree. That's fine. But I agree with you. A lot of conservatives are very upset that the president has not perp walked some folks so far. We're over 100 days in. There should be some indictments. I agree with you. Now, either he thinks he don't have the support in his own party for something like that, or he's shielding. I mean, I agree. There's 2 or 3 people I can think of should be sitting in jail right now.
Mm-hmm.
They've harmed the country.
Yeah.
They absolutely have harmed the country. But I'll reserve my final judgment till I see if it happens. Successful Arab tour for the president. $2 trillion in financial promises. Got some agreements on the table. Massive rollout for him.
Heck,
Red carpet ride.
Even some of the former like Biden and Obama aides are like, wow. Good.
Yeah, he has brought up again the subject of Gaza, which I don't want nothing to do with it, but he's talking about a freedom zone. That's the only thing I'm leery of right now. Yes, Spartan, even if it was symbolic, it would be something. Well, they had no problem locking Steve Bannon up and others for, you know, a couple, 3 months, 4 months.
Yeah.
So I definitely think it should be something. There's a handful of them. But I go all the way back to Obama's presidency and what was the oh man, you know, the gun program they had, sending guns over the border. What was that dude's name? I can't think of his. God, his administration, it was over that.
Oh,
I cannot think of that dude's name. I thought he should have went to jail.
Yeah.
It was a massive illegal campaign of guns they were putting out there, and those guns, some of them came back over the border and killed American citizens.
Mm-hmm.
You should go to jail.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just for doing the program. Then on top of that, you're responsible for people getting killed.
Mm-hmm.
Program was illegal, and it led to the deaths of Americans. Heavy on the morning here on the SFP Morning Show, but you got to call it like it is.
Yes. You know, and I still think, and I think this would help politics a lot. If you throw out something, they need to make a slander rule in Congress or throughout politics, where if you throw out an accusation about somebody, and it's not backed up with facts, if you're just throwing it out there and it's not true, you should be held accountable for that. I think it should open you up for slander. You know, that would cut down on a lot of that stuff.
That's true, Spartan.
I love the fact that, you know,
And I'll tell you something else. I think we touched on it here a few days ago. I don't remember. Mexico refused the president's offer for the military to go after the cartels. At some point, you just have to do it. And yeah, the world's going to scream. But if Mexico cannot or will not take care of those cartels, we've got the ability to hit them hard from the air. And you just tell them, you better stand out of the way because we're coming after them. If you're not going to do it, we're going to hit them, and we're going to hit them hard. This goes back to the safety and security of the United States of America. And at some point, you just have to do what is the right thing to do. And I say hit them. I mean, it's so corrupt in Mexico, the threats. And they'll kill you.
yeah,
And we've had them shooting at our border security, and our guys not allowed to fire back. They fired across the border in the United States, trying to kill them. I'd wipe them out. The biggest ones, you'll never completely stomp it out, going like that. But you could put a hurting on them. You could make dust out of their compounds. You could put a hurting on them routinely. You can make it so they don't want to come anywhere near the United States of America. And most of them wouldn't be allowed to even consider it. I mean, how long are we going to allow our sons and daughters? We're just going to turn the other way, and Americans say, well, you can't stop it. Well, at some point, when do you stand up for the kids?
yes.
Yeah, you do, Spartan. That's true. But you can put a hurting on them. The biggest cartels just ensure they don't have any mansions standing with their drug money.
Yeah.
Disrupt their supply chains as much as possible. Lot up their drug fields. There's things you can do. And I wouldn't even have a bit of problem with covert operations. Again, what are you going to do to protect your children? I've said I'm for a DMZ right there at the border. And we put the military there, and we just tell the world, we've had enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are disgusting, brother. They are.
You know, there's I don't think we need to put boots on the ground there anymore than we need to put boots down on the ground over in with the Gazans or the Palestinians. I think we can do it from the air. I don't think we need to put boots on the ground. That's not even our country, and it's not our problem. It's their problem. They're not dealing with it.
But let's be honest, Robert. We already have them there.
We already have them over yonder too. I mean,
because I'm talking about CIA, Special Forces. If you talk to the right people, you hear more than it doesn't shock you sometimes what you hear.
No.
Now, sometimes those are people that are civilian, but they're working for the military, and they work to protect power stations and stuff. But they're basically fighting the same people.
Right.
These are highly secretive, high-level clearance type folks. I know someone like this who did it not in Mexico, but in Colombia. And they still can't talk about most of it.
I can't deal with him this morning. I'm going to have to turn it off.
Like every big cartel meeting, I'd be okay with that.
No, that's the next one, and I'm having to turn that off.
Folks, we are testing coffee that will potentially be our coffee. So far, so good. I got to send Rob some. I am enjoying this very smooth, very, very smooth breakfast blend so far, and another blend.
I'm looking forward to trying it. I am.
Do what?
So I'm looking forward to trying it.
Man, they've already had that, Celtic. They've already had that. I know I'm not usually one for the heavy hand. This ain't the first rodeo, bro. We've dealt with this and dealt with this and dealt with this. And again, how long do you allow your citizens to be killed before you take action? That's like the bully, man. Just step over that line. They've already done it. They've already done it time and time again. I agree. I don't disagree with your statement about the wall. There is. We've 100 days in. Where's the activity? We got to go. I agree with all the foreign diplomacy, or most of it, not all of it. Making some great deals, I got that. But our southern border, although we have tightened up and the numbers are down, let's finish the job here. Absolutely agree with your statement. Absolutely. And at what point do you say enough is enough and you work to stop it as best you can? It's going to get ugly. You gotta get in. But it's our kids. Our kids are dying. I got no problem. It's just me. I'm speaking for me.
I kind of agree with that there, Celtic.
I say to heck with them. The line in the sand will be drawn as we're bombing your camp. That's the line in the sand. You hit them, and you hit them hard. And you tell them, after you want more, we got all you want.
See that right there? I can, you can have a I got to put that up too.
I think the message will be very clear. I think they'll understand the line in the sand has been drawn as drone strikes and warthog strikes and everything are happening to their hilltop mansion is obliterated. But I understand what you're saying because Americans don't have the stomach for it. A lot of them. A lot of Americans would line up to go in with them. Now, I have no problem with sending the message to Mexico, deal with it by tomorrow, start dealing with it, or we will. You better show one heck of let them hit them. If they don't, you do.
Now, if say we had MS-13 up there and down there on the border, and they were fighting against Mexico, and say they were based out of Houston or somewhere, closest to the border, and they didn't like the way we were dealing with them, and they came over here and attacked them with their military, how would the U.S. react to that?
I don't know, but I think you are speaking out both sides of your mouth. I'm going to go there this morning because y'all were all for them hitting Hamas and everything. Wipe them out. Why would you not have the same feeling about the drug cartels?
Well, I was calling out the hypocrisy of talking out both sides of my mouth. The hypocrisy of being willing to go into Mexico and go after Hamas, but you weren't willing. It didn't think we ought to put boots in the ground to go after American citizens that were being held, that were kidnapped.
I said we could hit them,
but we didn't need to put boots in the ground. Don't want to go too far.
I didn't say boots on the ground. I said hit them. Drones, warthogs, destroy the mountaintop. We don't know what the CIA is doing at any one point. I just said they're there. I said hit them. Absolutely hit them. Got no problem with that.
But we got to be careful on how we do it.
We do. And I'm saying be careful with this. I didn't call for a full-scale invasion. I said hit them.
Oh. Okay. Sorry. I didn't mean to talk out both sides of my mouth.
I knew I'd get you fired up.
Yeah. I want to tell you,
Well, you agree with Steve? Steve talking soft up there from Ohio, man. He's like, oh, give him another chance. Hit him.
I don't think we've ever actually set up a zone there where we said, do not come across this line. I know we have our border, but there needs to be some on both sides, especially on the Mexican side, where they're not allowed into. And if they come into, blow them away. I'm all for that. We've got to take control of the border. We've got to take control of the fentanyl that's coming into this country. We've got to take control over the human trafficking that's coming into this country, and the terroristic threats that go along with that from these gangs and stuff. They just completely rule Mexico. It's the gangs that rule Mexico. It's not the government. It's the gangs. You got the gangs so interlaced in with the government, you cannot tell one from the other. You can't. It is the gangs. And since when does America kowtow to a bunch of thugs? So we did it with Hamas. Now we're doing it with Mexico.
Let's hit them. That's what I want to hear. Let's hit them.
We don't play that.
Let's put the world on notice. We've had enough.
But
who's the bigger threat to America? Hamas or drug cartels?
Well, they had our citizens actually kidnapped.
They're dual citizens, but they live over there. But who is the biggest threat to the continental United States? Hamas or the drug cartels of Mexico?
I don't think you can actually make that distinction because you've got these guys here. They're right here at our border. They're a threat. All right. But you're asking to define which is more of a threat to us, a citizen or a dual citizen. Okay, we got dual citizens over here kidnapped. Let's just let them sit. They're dual citizens. We got citizens over here being killed because they're coming across the border with fentanyl and gunshots and everything else. They're both equal to me.
The threat is not equal. There is a threat to the American citizenry over there, but the threat to the continental United States and the massive amount of drugs that are coming across, the fentanyl, is killing a lot more people than Hamas has that has anything to do with America. I said, who's the bigger threat? Didn't say they weren't a threat. I have no love for Hamas. Hit them. Put a warhead on their forehead every time you see them. I have no love for any of those terror gangs. But the bigger threat to America right now is the drug cartels in Mexico. I say hit them. That's all I'm saying. It's just hit them. No sign, no warning. Why? Why do we need to warn them? Why do we need to give them another chance? Why do we need to say, here's your red line? They've already killed American citizens. We've got enough. Just hit them. That's all I'm saying. Hit them. When you punch them in the mouth, that'll be the message. That'll be the red line. But we don't have the stomach for it. I'm saying America doesn't have the stomach for it. The liberals would be down there holding hands and marching, making up songs to sing in protection for the cartels. They would.
They probably would. You know, and if they didn't, you'd have neo-Nazis or whatever making posts and comments. If you went after Hamas, you'd have neo-Nazis and stuff like that making comments like this.
Anyway, I'm just saying, hit them. Okay. On a Friday, I'm ready for it to be dealt with.
Yeah.
It's just wreaking havoc across our land.
It is, and it does need to be dealt with. We need to get on it hard. Hey, we got a guest on the show tonight. I gotta get feeling better. We got Dylan Shepard's gonna be on here tonight. From the Woods on it. That's his Facebook page. Look at some of the work that this guy does. So, and From the Woods on Facebook, that's Dylan Shepard. We're gonna have him tonight. He works some art?
I get you, Celtic. That's just where I'm at this morning. I say hit them.
Well, they should have already kind of sort of have. This is coming a little bit out of both sides of my mouth.
Hey, y'all just put your pink shirts on and just go on with life. I'm saying hit them.
I'm going to go ahead and say this. Really, the line in the sand's been drawn. They screwed with us. We ought to screw back with them. But just saying. I don't think that
I love you guys.
We should kowtow to anybody.
Well, we'll never get behind the scenes of the Celtic. What did President Trump say he was? What did President Trump say he was as he ran for the office of president? I am your what?
Negotiator in chief.
Retribution. Oh, I thought he said skirts when he first put that out. Shirts. I'm sorry. I looked at that wrong.
You know he is, Steve. He's jealous of it. And that's why he's all fired up this morning. He's jealous that he doesn't have a pretty pink shirt. I need to send him a pretty pink shirt too. He's feeling left out.
Oh.
He's like, y'all look so pretty in those. I want to look pretty too. Oh, Rob, send me a pretty pink shirt that says, I don't know, Adam Schiff is my hero or something like that. Oh, that wouldn't be very nice.
Go for it. I'll just put your face on it and then wear it around.
Yeah.
Rob said. Oh, having fun on a Friday.
Yeah.
It's a simple statement. I said hit them. You are trying to be the voice of reason. I said hit them.
Well, normally we're not the voices of reason, and you're confusing us when you come in and say stuff like that, because normally that's one of us saying that kind of stuff. You're like, oh, no, we can't do that. We have to be careful on how we do it. So when you do that, it blows our minds. And you can't blow our minds on a Friday morning, especially when I'm not even feeling good. That's not nice, Dave. Get me all whipped up, throwing up in my mouth a little bit and stuff like that.
I want to see some action. I want to see some smoke clouds. I want to see some shock and awe.
Well, what they ought to do, and I've thought about this a lot. You know, they got that river. They need to expand it all the way across the Rio Grande, all the way to the coast, you know, all the way to California. They just need to expand it. Just let it follow the Texas border around Arizona, Mexico. Just follow it all the way around. Blast out a new riverbed for it. Just let it flow all the way around and make it big. Make it big. Blast out plenty on both sides. Let that thing flow right on through. Water's a good deterrent. You know, I know they're building tunnels and stuff like that, but if you got a river going overhead, it's kind of hard to build a tunnel under a river.
You do know that half that river is theirs.
That's why I said blast off some of our side.
They fired us from the other border. I'm all for it. I say let's take the river.
Yeah.
By God.
Yeah.
We'll establish a beachhead on the other side, all the way to the coast. I'm all for it. I'm in.
Yeah.
Now you're talking.
Let's stop it. If we're going to stop it, stop it.
You waking up now? Let's go. Let's hit them.
I am awake.
I thought I'd come into one of them psychologist rooms or something. Everybody's going, I'm so scared. I don't know what to do. My neighbor punched me in the mouth. I'm going to give him another chance. Come on, Steve. You got one more singer. Come on. Get fired up on a Friday. David's calling you out. You sound weak this morning. Weak from Ohio. I say hit him. Knock the crap out of him.
Probably in on his job right now, fixing to start swinging his hammer, just tensing up, going, oh, you're going to pay for that tonight.
Well, he's got his live tonight. I mean, he needs to hit it hard. I mean, there you go. Yeah. Way to go, Jen. Yeah, let's take him out. Why are we playing nice this morning? Heck with them.
Wait a minute.
These people are killing our kids.
Wait a minute.
Strike them today.
Wait a minute. I got a question. You and the girls are being all hateful this morning. Y'all got on the same cycle rotation here?
Don't even start that. I say hit them. When are good men going to stand up and defend the kids?
Yeah.
Our teenagers are dying by the droves.
I've been screaming this for a year that fentanyl and the human trafficking is ridiculous and it needs to stop. Oh. We got to get the response here. I haven't read the response, but I know it's going to be worthy to go up.
You're sounding a little tougher.
Let's see. Celtic has a response.
I thought I had went into the Joe Biden room or something. I mean, what in the world?
I never said I don't want to see a 8-10 turn cartel groups into a pink baloney mist. I'm just saying, I want the rest of the country to support the troops who make it happen. And that is another thing. We want our troops supported too.
Oh, they're
And not
good.
just,
All we
yeah,
got to do
they're
is declare war on it. They'll be supported.
and I tell you what, and speaking on that topic, you can't guarantee that because they hadn't taken care of our own veterans in this country.
Roll out. Well, they're gonna have the conservatives roll out the pictures and the names of the dead kids from fentanyl.
Yeah,
that's your support. That's what you put up for the country.
And you also put up the names of
every newspaper in the land.
And you also put up the names and the pictures of the kids that have been victimized through human trafficking.
You dang right. Now you're talking. Now y'all getting tough. Let's go. Now you're awake now. Man, I thought I'd went to Pee Wee Herman's house or something. Come on.
Oh, you know better than that. Now you're going too far.
What's the word of the day? Hit them. That's 2 words. I don't care. We make it 1 word here in the South. Hit them.
Hit them. Hit them good. Hit them real good.
That's right.
Sorry. So you caught me in here this morning about half-assed, still sick, and you go start it all be like that. That's okay. I see how it works. You wait. You just wait. Face is swelled up so much I can't even touch it this morning. And oh yeah, did you go jump all over me feet first like that? Oh, you just wait. Calling me a sissy. You thought he's walking into Pee Wee Herman's house? I tell you what. I'm thinking get fired up.
I know what you are, but what am I? And on that note, folks, we will see you tonight. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is going to carry over to tonight. You know it is. But we got Dylan Shepard tonight, and
there you go, Steve. You're getting there. You're getting there, baby. That barbarian warrior spirit's coming out. You see how we have been conditioned? All of us. We're America. We've had enough. Let's hit them.
And you're right, in a way, because we have all been conditioned to, oh, no, we can't go to war. We can't do this. We can't do that. Oh, no, we can't do all that. We have to do this. We have to do that. For America.
What the president on the border said, killed our kids. We've had enough. And I authorized the military to hit them. If you don't like it, tough. I'm going to stand up for the kids.
Yeah.
I support that.
I can get behind that.
When operations are done, we will withdraw. If they try it again, we'll hit them double. And we'll keep doing it till this gets better in our country and our kids, our sons and daughters, are not dying at the hands of fentanyl.
What about the fentanyl and the human trafficking that's coming in through Canada, which is a minuscule amount compared to what's coming through Mexico, but still it's coming through there as well.
We toughen that border up too. We don't have to hit them like we do there. We're just going to make it the 51st state. We'll handle that on a different level. Are we in? Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. But if we make it the 51st state, we can't call it Canada anymore.
No, we'd have to change the name.
We're going to change the name to Canadian.
Just call it Niagara.
Huh?
Niagara.
Viagra. Oh, Viagra, we love thee so.
What?
There's a bowling rally today.
Oh,
okay. I got to go. I'm being pulled away.
all right, everybody. Y'all have a great Friday. Great old big salute. Me and Dave will both be on fire tonight. There will be retaliation. So, yeah, we will see you then. You're getting photobombed. Y'all have a great day. We will see y'all tonight. It's just an understanding of politics, Dave. I want us to have our cake and eat it too. No good can come from blasting a dragon with hemorrhoid. Blasting in. Oh, no good can come of blasting in like a dragon with hemorrhoids. He might have a point there too. So, toodles, friends and neighbors. That's from Celtic. All right, y'all have a great day. Dave, get to work.
I'm going.
Yes, Robert and Dave, y'all. Southern fried, talking wide, live shows, we keep it tight. SFP, bring the heat every day and every night. We talk.